Thalassophobia, from the ancient Greek, is the persistent and intense fear of deep bodies of water, such as the ocean, seas, or lakes, and may also include the fear of the sea creatures, real or not, you may find there. I hate open water. I hate deep water. I hate water in places where I cannot see the bottom. I hate water that backs up in my shower. I am not a person officially diagnosed with this phobia, but if I was close to one, thalassophobia would be it. It's the thought of being the slowest moving creature in the water when I'm in there, and on top of that, we as humans in our year 2024 having explored only 5 to 10% of the entire ocean. I'm sorry, but there's just some stuff down there I have zero interest in meeting. Lucky for us, in 2023, one brave explorer enters the scene, enabling us to do all of the deep sea exploration we could hope for. His name is Dave. Question is Dave the Diver worth your hard-earned doubloons and, more importantly, your hard-earned free time? You spend the $20 for 25 to 50 hours of gameplay? In short, yes, 100 times over. Let's talk about it. Game's description. Dave the Diver is a casual single-player adventure RPG featuring deep-sea exploration and fishing during the day and managing a sushi restaurant at night. Join Dave and his quirky friends as they seek to uncover the secrets of the mysterious blue hole. Developed and published by Mintrocket. Let's talk about the target audience. Yes. The answer is yes, any audience. You could classify this game as a casual, cozy single-player adventure. You could call it a resource hunting management game. It's got a little bit of everything, not too mature for the younger audience, but not too silly for the older audience. Let's talk about the art style. Now, Dave carries a pixel art aesthetic. It's a sea environment with a combination of pixel and 3D graphics. It showcases the underwater scenery. There are scenes above the water, but where the game shines is underwater because there are so many levels that you can swim to. So certain environments are closer to the water's surface, where you can also dive down deep and into underwater cave systems, for example. They designed the blue hole where you explore for much of the game after actual ocean elements known as blue holes or sinkholes, which you can find in our ocean today. There are hundreds and hundreds of sea creatures that you can interact with in the game. The color is rich, the cutscenes are obnoxious and flamboyant. This game will draw you in. Let's talk about the combat. The combat is casual. There's a lot of resource gathering as well. Some roguelike elements. Dave is equipped with a harpoon gun. It has several attachments or variations that you can discover. Use this harpoon gun to attack and reel in your fish. There's also several other guns that you can upgrade. There's random melee weapons, anything from like a tennis racket to a samurai sword. Each gun you can upgrade as well with a certain vendor at the top, but all these attachments and variations you have to search for and discover on your own. And if you can't discover them or find them, you can look for, search, and mine the resources used to upgrade those with the vendor up top. Let's talk about the core mechanics. Dave is an adventure RPG restaurant management hybrid game. You collect resources, you upgrade, you build out equipment. You can also upgrade and build out your sushi restaurant with the fish you fish and resources you find, and then use those profits to purchase additional upgrades for your scuba suit, your carry capacity, even buy new ways to catch fish, such as net guns, drones, and other tools which allow you to dive further into the blue hole. However, you have limited oxygen. Limited oxygen means you can run out, and that's bad. If you run out of oxygen, you'll pass out and you're going to leave all the items that you collected underwater. Essentially, you dive into the sea during the day or the morning cycle, and you run the sushi restaurant in the evening or the night cycle. During the restaurant cycle, Dave is going to be helping out the sushi chef Bancho, little badass. You're going to run the restaurant. You're going to use the fish and the resources that you gathered from diving to craft sushi, craft other menu items. You then serve customers. You're also serving drinks. You're prepping sides. You're cleaning tables. Think about that old cell phone game Diner Dash or even Overcooked. You can earn gold. You increase the restaurant's social media presence. Yes, there's a social media aspect to the game. You can completely customize your restaurant. You unlock new recipes, cosmetics. As you do this, you also attract VIP guests. You can hire and train staff for specific skill sets. And eventually you can farm ingredients. You can also do a fish farm where you can breed specialized ingredients. All of this is so extra for the game. They did not need to include it. They could have just had the restaurant, but having the farms, having the staff mechanic, it's like they designed the game and went, what can we do to go one step further? And then went a step beyond that. Let's talk about the audio. What can I say here, guys? They just didn't miss on this game. The audio comes with it. The music, sound effects, Sims-like character languages, the combat, the explosions, the muffled underwater effects, the sounds of the sea life, the cacophony of restaurant noise. It's lovely from end to end. Let's talk about the story. The game is about Dave. Now, Dave is approached by one of his friends, Cobra, into starting up a sushi restaurant using and employing the skilled chef Poncho. They set up by the Blue Hole. This is a legendary spot said to contain fish from all over the world. Now, Dave's specialized skill set is to go down deep into the hole, Oz, and fish up and find all sorts of ingredients to complement and help Bancho or Bancho with the restaurant. Now, no spoilers, but Dave is going to come across a lot of different things as he's in this hole. Pause. I'll just say, think like Atlantis. The characters are all strange and lovable. The cutscenes are hilarious. Story is very, very nice. Easy to get sucked into. Dave is an easy to like hero, and the game made me pay attention. I wanted to know more. I wanted to see things develop. I wanted to discover and explore all the mysteries. It is well made. Let's talk about the content. There are 25 to 50 hours of gameplay, closer to the 25 if you're just following the main story. There are elements of grinding, but you don't really need it to progress to the main story. The 50-hour marker is going to be closer for the people trying to 100% this title. There's mini games, side quests. There are several storylines you can follow through, a ton of different characters, plenty to do. If you want to focus on the restaurant, focus on the restaurant. If you want to focus on exploration, focus on exploration. There's nothing that really forces you to advance through the story too. So if you're just like, hey, I just want to do some fishing today, or hey, I just want to run the restaurant for the next couple hours while I'm wasting some time, you can do that. Let's talk about the QA. I played on PC with mouse and keyboard, picked it up on Switch, but I haven't touched it on the console yet. It's not like it's a super easy game to run. I think you have to have, I'm not going to say like a decent system, but you can't really rock like a brick either. But as far as bugs go, I saw nothing. I think I have close to like 30 some hours in the game. I have not seen anything major or heard of really any major issues. Can't speak to the Switch yet, but we'll let you know. So, deep-seated fear of the ocean aside, should you buy this game or wait for it to go on sale? Notice in both of these scenarios, you buy the game because Dave the Diver is worth both your money and your time. They could be selling this game for double what it's on the marketplace right now for. $20 is a fantastic deal. All right, I'm out. That is it for this review, folks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching for the Dave the Diver. You can find me at Ghost Stories Gaming or Ghost Plays Games on all things social. Make sure to check out the Midnight Release podcast on my YouTube channel or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and I will catch you guys on the next review. Peace.